Oh, yeah. Testing, 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 audio, testing. Hey, it's back. What the freak? We go to scenes. Let's go to Smithy. Okay, go to anvil. Okay. Hey, yay. But now, for a more important thing than anything going on in there, she made it home. Good, 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 good. I missed you too. Yes, with Nick. What do you mean you don't? You've done it so many times. You hit share, you hit airdrop. It just pops up a dialog asking you to receive it. I burned up my snail. Yep. Welcome back, Kevin. I only got 30 more minutes. Ah, good boy, Bruce. Round side. About to see that it's not forge welded there. Oh, cool. Okay. Got to be smarter than the metal. No guarantees. There we go. Back into the fire. Of course, now all my bends are discourteous. Hey, the party's back. You just used the old English version there with the silent G. Yes. Everybody needs to try to remember what Gorf it was again now, so I can say it right. Well, hopefully this wasn't a poison something or other plant. I don't think so. I don't see any of the telltale signs. That was growing in the back of my smithy. Needs to go out. There we go. Squirrel. Well, there you are, Rob. I switched to using my AirPods for sound. I hope it doesn't sound too bad. I don't know why the receiver has been running out of juice faster than it had been, but it did. Ah. You guys need to take a few drinks there, because that's a couple of droppers. After this adventure, I'm definitely going to be taking a couple of drinks. So, two cans and string. Welcome back, Jurgen. And of course, the part that I don't really want to burn is burning. All right. Now I can work the dimensions of all of this, rework the dimensions of all of this. Let's just get rid of that ugly mess. There's that. All right. That will work. That's going to break off. That's going to break off. I'm pretty sure of it. It's too thin right there. We'll see. This is not one I'll be proud to give to my grandkids. Just saying. That was the prompt, by the way, for those who don't know, was make a toy, because I only really know one toy maker, and that's Kevin in the metalworking business. Make a toy that you'd be proud to give to your kids or grandkids or nibblings. Oh, Stream Elements now says I'm live. How about that? Tea syrup, yeah. Southern sweet tea syrup. I have one more weekend to try and whip one of these things out. Part of me says, if I don't want it to break off, then the answer is more forge welding. Assuming I actually forge welded before. That lid has seen better days. It's time for a new peanut butter jar or peanut butter can. There we go. Try to close it up just a little bit. Get it out of the way. Try to bring it up to temp slowly, not burn it up in the process. Yeah, I am seriously going to get some brazing rod. That was one of the things about the prompt, is I said you can use any material you want. You can use any tool you want. You must do some blacksmithing. It is a blacksmithing challenge after all. So definitely going to get some brazing rod. I want to see if I can take care of those cracks in the tail, or not the tail. It's not the tail actually. It's the top of the shell. That's what got some pretty sparkles. We're going to give it some light taps. Nope, because it's arched. There we go. Let's fix the arches. No arches. There we go. Let's try that again. Brush. The problem is I've got a twist in one of the areas and it wants to bounce itself open again. All right. The material is not in a good shape, not as in cleanliness or anything like that. Literally, its shape for welding. But we're going to try it one more time and forge weld a horseshoe to it. I'm pretty sure that's the it will uh, burn up in the forge methodology. Really doesn't take all that much air, I'm learning, in the forge to get to a forging to a welding temperature. In this one, anyway. There they are. Go ahead right back into the fire, that same temp. Probably too hot. I know I'm not supposed to hit lateral, but I'm actually checking to see if it's welded. Not a pretty weld because, boy, did things slip a little bit, but it's welded. Probably also a little burnt, but it's welded. It actually isn't throwing sparks until I pull it out of the fire. Come on. Don't know how to cook snails. Thanks, Jurgen. Salted snail. Snail cooler. Ooh, that's not a bad solution, a bad toy either. Except normally, I don't think I would want to make them out of metal, but a lawn dart. Yep, shiny new ball peen. If it doesn't come back, you're throwing it wrong. All right. Oh, wrong hammer. I was like, it's not moving. Yep, that's much better. That doesn't look like it's going to break off. I could probably forge weld it even further up. But I don't want to because I need to be able to lengthen this some more. Okay, so it's time to bend it again. Let's get it hot first. It's definitely been burnt. What do I have time-wise? I don't have much time left today to hang out with y'all. Turn it around. There we go. There we go. There's my 5-minute warning. I got a whole 5 minutes to spend with y'all. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my gosh, shut up. I know, I know. Hey Siri, stop alarm. Hey, that worked. No, it's 2 hours. The schedule moved to 9:30 in the morning my time. 2 hours makes it 11:30 my time, which means I got 5 minutes, 4 minutes. So I changed it. It's always 2 hours. It's just they with the shifting of impractical blacksmiths. I still wanted to give you guys 2 hours and yet have 30 minutes of setup time. So moved my schedule a little bit to adjust for all that. All right. See if I can get the right leverage here. There we go. And now, of course, everything's going to be harder. More difficult, that is. Let's put it back in the fire. Everything's going to be more difficult because I don't have a flat table for my forge. I've been thinking about that problem a little bit. I haven't gotten a solution yet, but I've got ideas. I may go ahead and create a dirt box forge. I think we will go into about 5 minutes overtime here because I'd like to see if I can find the right angle here, and then I'm going to call it quits for today. And we'll pick it back up next week. So back in Orlando, before we moved here, we were members of a Unitarian Universalist church, and that was the first church where I felt comfortable in. Like, didn't feel like somebody was asking me to lie about my beliefs, and yet have community to get good, do good works. I kind of miss that. Not enough to give up Blacksmith Church, but I do enjoy the community we have here. Quite a bit. I'm having to push the heat further up in my hole, so more air. All right. And it is working, so I'm happy. I think I might have proven just now that I can save my work, recover from my colossal mistake. I will get some brazing rods and come in here and do some work on this tail before I do too much more there. So I don't really need to spend a lot of time breaking that off and reforging if I can help it. Developed a tiny little twist in there, so I can't remember who it was that said it, but I've shared it with you before. Hold it where you want it. Notice the diagonal. Hit the diagonal. Don't try to hit the flat. You're just working against yourself to hit the flat. All right. Take a big piece of metal, make it a littler piece of metal. That's what I accomplished today. No, not really. I did a pretty good stuff today. I did 2 different forge welds. Recovered one forge weld that I forged too thin back in here by forge welding it again. So I feel pretty confident that that's not going to break off in a kid's hands. Next week, I'll make sure to have a brazing rod and braze this stuff, assuming I have a way to do that. I don't really have a good torch, but we'll try. We will try. I always can uh, MIG weld it too. So let's see. Yeah, I recovered pretty well on this. I'm going to do it a little thinner, and then I'm going to actually put a twist in it. I'm just going to put a real tight twist in it, and then I'll coil it around. I think that will look really cool. So we'll see, but I think it will. So we'll leave it at that today. It's going to be that orientation. So, yep, we'll leave it at that. Pick it up from there next week. Anyway, yes, wait until the forging is done and then braise it. Okay, got it. Yeah, otherwise it'll just melt out if I'm not mistaken. Wish we had Waffle House around here. That isn't a thing over here in Washington. The two things I miss food wise are both ridiculously not all that. Um, but they're, a bit of what was home. And that is Waffle House and Cracker Barrel. So, all right. So you're saying just get the brazing rod in the fire in the forge. Got it. All right. That makes sense. Until then, uh, same bat time, same bat channel next week. Love and light, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me and putting up with the technical difficulties.